All right, what's going on, all you HVAC guys? It is Friday, and I am glad because this has been one hell of a long week. Man, we have been slammed. This heat is killing us. So I'm glad this is my last call out here. I am at a church that had no AC on this York unit here. The indoor unit is calling, blower's running, but I had no call out here at the contactor. The contactor were 3-phase, but it was not pulled in. I've got high voltage, but there was no low voltage coming to the contactor. The board was in lockout, York and their good old M circuit going through the gray wire there. I just love that. Was not passing 24 volts to the contactor. But when I took the door off, I got a little whiff of something burnt. It smelled like a burnt coil. So I threw my meter on the coil, checked it out, and it did come up shorted. I only had like 1.23 ohms or something like that. And this thing definitely smells burnt. This is the old one here. So I got a Packard, same identical contactor. See, it's been a long week. So I've got the new one mounted on here. We're still calling inside. I've got the M unplugged. I have reset the board. I just removed 24 volts from the board, which reset the lockout. So now we should have 24 waiting there on M. I'm going to go ahead and throw the power to it here, and we'll plug M in, and hopefully this baby will start up and run just fine here. So let's see what we got. All right, that's a good sound. You know, it kind of confused me a little bit when I first started working on this thing, because I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. If this coil on this thing is shorted like that, why have I not blown the low voltage spade fuse at the indoor unit? And then I got to checking 24 volts, and of course, I didn't have 24 volts, and you know, if it's been a little while since you've worked on a York, you think, okay, wait a minute, the M circuit, stupid M circuit. So apparently, when this thing shorted, it was able to lock this board out quickly enough and kill the low voltage, the 24 volt signal, the power going to the contactor coil. It was able to kill that fast enough to where it didn't even blow the fuse inside, because that kind of threw me there for a minute. Took me a second. So anyway, things are looking pretty good here. This thing is definitely shorted out and burned up. The new one is on and working. We can go ahead and ohm this thing out one more time here. Got my little Radio Shack alligator clamps on here. These are just little push and pull things. You know, if you still got a Radio Shack near you, these are my favorite ones. They just have like a little spring-loaded mechanism in there. I don't like fooling around with those screw-on things. It takes too long to screw those things on. So I get these at Radio Shack, and you know, all you do is just push it on to the end of your lead. So that just makes things a little faster, a little less to fool with. So anyway, there we are on our coil. We look over here, and she's definitely shorted out there. That's no good. I can actually smell the burnt coming off the contactor as the fan's blowing it back toward me. I can smell it. So I'm going to go ahead, throw the gauges on here, check this charge real quick, make sure we're not going to get any kind of a callback, and that should take care of this one. We just had a huge storm come through I had to stop for a while because the lightning got so bad. It was just hitting right across the road there in that field. So anyway, you guys, I hope you have a good weekend. Hope you're not on call. Hope you're not working. Give you a little bit of break from the heat and all this work we've been doing. But I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.